Governor Ademola Adeleke has been challenged to explain how his administration expended the 183 billion naira accrued to the local government council within 2 years. The challenge was posed by former council chairman under the Governor Ademola Adeleke-led administration, asking the governor to tell the state how the money was spent without elected council chairman in office. Speaking with newsmen on behalf of other ex-chairmen, Mr. Abiodun disclosed that it was imperative to let the world know the huge amount of money allocated to local government within 2 years, November 2022 to November 2024, but which was not spent judiciously by the Adeleke-led administration, despite the fact that the actions by the Adeleke administration is against the spirit and decision of the Supreme Court on the sovereignty of local governments in the country, especially as regards their funding. We are deeply concerned by the flagrant abuse and disregard to the judicial pronouncements of the highest courts in the land. Curiously, our concern stems from the fact that the Ademola Adeleke administration has embarked on this impunity without a democratically elected local government officials in place. Reacting, the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Kolapo Alimi, described the accusation of the sacked chairman as mischievous and misleading, promising to react to their figure and other issues appropriately. This is not the first time we have actually heard of false funds misappropriation from a state governor. But quickly, I'd love to hear your thoughts living on this issue.
The camp of I will not hesitate to answer you, Chidima. The camp of Oyetola explain what they call opposition. They want to criticize the government. And so, yes, an opposition coming to bring out figures, asking the government in power to give us a detail of how you spend this money. If actually that 138 billion were the right amount of money that so far has accrued to the local government in Ekiti State. Now, those local government were without chairman, but they were manned with some officers. I wouldn't know the nomenclature Adeleke gave them. It could be caretaker committee, it could be transitional committee, whatever nomenclature they bought. Those persons, they were saddled with the responsibility of managing the administration of the local government. And if that is so, then the criticism should also tailored down to the various local government to answer for each of these local government the period of 2 years. This was what accrued a particular local government. And if that is done, then it can pin the government to ask to account for those things. Thankfully, the Commissioner for Information has agreed to respond to those figures. Let's wait. Is a form of enlightenment. Thank God for the right opposition being played, because constructive criticism is never a fault or is never a wrong done to a government. It is calling for accountability, and that's exactly what they are doing.
Okay.
But on the issue that it is a flagrant abuse of the pronouncement of judicial pronouncement, that is what I would disagree with him. To the fact that yes, the Supreme Court sometimes in June or July this year gave that judgment as to local government autonomy, financial autonomy. Last year, June 2024, the financial autonomy. And because of the difficulty in implementing that judgment, up till date, the federal government has not implemented it. It is not about giving the judgment of court, yes. It ought to pass through a legislative process.
Well, do you have an idea why the government...
When that judgment came, I was one of the few that, despite the fact that financial autonomy of the local government is long needed, implementation of that judgment is going to meet some hard words. And that is why we are still here. There are constitutional provisions that need to be amended. Until the National Assembly, which I'm aware they have taken steps into amending those provisions, it will be difficult to implement that decision of the Supreme Court. Tomorrow, where they will start it this month, they will send it this month. Next month, they will start it this month. There is a provision for a joint account of states and local government. It's a constitutional provision. how do you now bring in state into FAC, local government into FAC? Local governments don't go to FAC, they go for joints, jack. So for you to have direct access to the federal, you must also attend when the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission, they want to distribute the cake. Local government should be represented, 774 should be represented. But they don't have that platform for now. There is no constitutional provision calling for that. So those are some of the hurdles they are seeing on how they can do it backdoor to settle it. But let's see how it goes.
Okay.
But that judicial pronouncement, it is an abuse of judicial pronouncement. I disagree with
I've been seeing you nod your head, Mr. Victor. I would love to get your thoughts concerning this.
I totally agree with him. 100%. I totally agree with him.
Okay.
This Oyetola guy, what we're seeing playing out there, it's politics, like what we have here in Rivers State. It's complete politics. You understand? The governor sacked you 2022. Definitely there should be an interim, what they call caretaker, that have been running the local government. So you can't just say he should come and explain, all because they accrued money, where salary is not paid, where projects not embarked on. You understand? Most persons, these things, they don't know that it's even the local governments that pays the primary school teachers. Hope you know that. But because of the whole joint, not autonomous thing, it's the states, the health workers, name them. Some projects you see or you were seeing today, it's supposed to be local government projects. So the states, the state government is the one running it. So you can't start coming up to say, what are they doing with money? That's opposition playing out here. Or should I use the word frustrated people playing out here? Didn't Oyetola run, what's it called, a caretaker government? He did. So why not coming out now to say they need to come and explain the accrued funds? How is he accrued? Or how did he accrued? They have been spending the money. So this thing, we should learn how to, like you say, constructive criticism. Not the one that will make you an enemy of the state, and not the one that will also make you sound stupid. Because what they are doing now, it's like making them sound stupid.